One of the main topics, qualities, states that my clients are seeking when I ask them what they want in their life is joy. And I would say the same for myself as well. However, joy is one of those states that is challenging to reach because our culture really prioritizes reaching goals, accomplishments, success, more money, more things. And that puts us in a state where we're always striving for more. We're always trying to work harder and do better and get more. And so we don't, as a culture, know how to receive joy. We don't know how to embody joy. And we don't know how to really cultivate more of it in our lives. So today, that's why I brought you out on my morning nature walk. I'm going to offer a challenge to you to practice building joy, practice embodying joy for at least 7 days straight. And that may not sound like a long time, but it's a challenge. So I'm out here on my morning nature walk because this is one of the places that I really find joy. I love being in nature. Right now it's spring and I'm seeing all the green, hearing the birds chirp. Maybe you can hear them too. And this brings me joy. And when I get really busy, when I get really hung up on accomplishments and my to-do list, I forget about this. And for me, this is in my backyard. So it's not as if it's a hard thing for me to go out, spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes in nature. It's just something that I forget. So let me give you the details and we'll go over how to challenge yourself with a 7-day joy practice. And if we haven't met before, I'm Sara Raymond from the Mindful Movement. And I'm really excited about this video because, as I mentioned, joy is something that so many of my clients desire in their life, but they don't know how to create more of it. So as a child, you might have had things in your life, or you might have done practices, or you probably wouldn't have called them practices. They were just things that you did. That brought you joy. So that's one place to start, is when you were a kid, what brought you joy? And do more of that whenever you can. So because, as I mentioned, we're in this state as a society that really promotes or prioritizes doing things, it might be hard to remember your joy practice. So my recommendation is that you set an alarm daily, maybe even more than once a day, maybe up to 5 times a day, as your joy alarm. And when that alarm goes off, no matter what you're doing, well, as long as it's safe, you'll do your joy practice, whatever that is. And just to make it super simple and easy, so that when you have your joy alarm go off, you know what you're doing, create a list. Maybe it's 10 things that you can access at any time that will bring you joy. So as I said, going out in nature is really joyful for me. Maybe it's walking in nature. I also like to garden a lot, get my hands dirty. I love seeing the growth of something that I've planted. So that's one of my joy practices. Listening to joyful music is also really uplifting for me. So I have a playlist that I've created that I know that when my joy alarm goes off, I can just push play on my playlist, and any of the songs on the playlist will bring me some joy. So if I'm in my car and my joy alarm goes off, that might be the practice that I would choose. If my joy alarm goes off and I'm not in the car and I want to listen to some music, maybe it's a little dance party. So those are some of the things that I've chosen to have on my list of joy practices. What else? I like to paint. That one's a little more difficult because it's a process. It's not something I could just do really quickly in 5 minutes, but that's one for me. And I would just encourage you to look at what you loved to do when you were a kid and do more of that. Perhaps you have a friend that you really get joy from, a partner, a family member, a pet, and set your alarms and commit to practicing and building, cultivating more joy in your life. And just take note of what your response is. Take note of what your experience is as you are building more joy. Notice, do you have a challenge allowing yourself to have joy in your life? Is it hard to believe you deserve to take the time to enjoy your activities? And then you can start to look at, well, where is that coming from? Why am I feeling unworthy of joy? Why am I feeling I don't deserve it? So that's the challenge. And I would love to hear some of your joy practices. So let me know in the comments what you're doing, what your joy practices are, and also share how it's going for you. I would love, love, love to hear that. And I have a joy building meditation that I would recommend adding into your 7-day challenge to build joy. So I'll link that on the screen, and I hope that you find some joy. Have a great day.